Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner or later.
Hey guys, Joe Anthony, and just checking in with you guys. Haven't been on in probably a little bit, but wanted to just kind of talk quickly about something that is probably one of the biggest causes of inactivity and people just hitting a kind of a flat plateau, not really getting to see results, and wanted to just kind of touch on that a little bit. Procrastination is definitely affecting millions, and we'll really think about how you can change your outcome and what results you're getting simply by toggling how little or how much procrastination affects your everyday activities, your everyday life. Taking action and literally not holding back. And so part of what seems to be at the root is fear. Fear is another form of procrastination because a lot of times people avoid pain. Why do people wait till April 15th to pay their taxes? Because it's fear. There's pain involved. There's pain associated in parting with hard-earned money, right? When you have a refund, you don't procrastinate. You want that money as soon as possible. People that know they're getting a refund literally file their taxes the minute they open tax filing season, right? Why is that? Not because of fear. They don't fear having income coming into their bank account. But why do people procrastinate and wait till April 15th and even beyond that and delay? File extensions. The pain associated emotionally, psychologically with paying out money to the government for whatever your reason or whatever your definition of why you think you should or shouldn't pay taxes. So that's an example of how procrastination is just another form of fear, avoiding pain, anything to avoid pain. Well, in growing your business and increasing your income and turbocharging your income, you have to go through some pain. There is pain associated with it. There will always be pain associated with it. Getting out of your comfort zone. When you think about doing things that most people won't do in order to have the things that most people won't have in terms of income and material things, that you now have the flexibility or the freedom to buy and take time off whenever you want because you have the income. When you think of that, it should bring you pleasure, not pain, right? When you think of buying a beautiful house or a beautiful car, brand new car, traveling to see beautiful places, hanging out with the friends, your family, spending more time doing the things that you truly enjoy. That shouldn't bring you pain. Those thoughts should bring you happiness, joy, pleasure. So the problem is when you think of the pain of doing the things that you must do in order to have the things that most people don't have. But what you really need to understand is procrastination is keeping you from the pleasure, from the joy, from the happiness. All you have to do is change that, flip that around, make it so that you actually are thinking about the pleasure that you will get, or think of it in the reverse. Think of it like this, that if you don't take action, if you don't make the calls, if you don't put in the time and invest hours and take massive action, you will lose out. Fear of missing out. FOMO. FOMO. Fear of missing out on what? On living a different lifestyle, having a different lifestyle. Fear of missing out on having a different lifestyle, being able to live a freedom lifestyle where you have your smartphone, you have your laptop, you have devices that allow you to travel and be places that you normally would not be able to see when you want to because you're stuck in a cubicle, because you're stuck punching a clock 40, 50, 60 hours or more per week. You're stuck because you know that unless you pay your rent, mortgage, lease, unless you are able to have income to buy food to sustain yourself and just live paycheck to paycheck. I've been there, guys. I've been there. I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to, be basically living out of your car. But you can also change that by making different decisions, by stop procrastinating and start taking action and doing positive, constructive things that will build on your future, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. You have to get out of your comfort zone. That's the challenge. So procrastination, which is another form of fear, because it's the thought of doing something that creates thought of pain or embarrassment or shame or whatever the negative thought that comes into your mind that's preventing you from taking action, right? It's basically a false fear. It's not a real fear. It's if you think of the other side of the coin, when you get all your success, when you have your success, visualize what your life is like. Make a list of 10 things that you would love to have that you don't have now. And imagine that you're already thankful and grateful for those 10 things that you physically don't have yet. It could be, a thinner you, maybe losing a lot of pounds. It could be a younger you. It could be your health. It could be living in a better house. It could be bigger house, newer house, driving a newer car or a brand new car, having a new relationship, or being able to travel and just get up and go see and visit places that you have on your bucket list of places to go, but you just don't have the time or the money to do it. When you make a list of those things it would change your how you feel and how you think. That's going to help you avoid procrastination, because procrastination is a disease of the mind. Just like fear is a disease of the mind, it's not real. Whatever you believe, you will achieve. 1% doubt, you are out. If you believe you will not, if you believe it's painful to do these things, then you will continue to live in and be a slave to your thoughts, your limiting beliefs, because your beliefs are limiting you. And that's really what procrastination is. It's a false fear that is based on thinking about negative thoughts, thinking how painful a particular course of action will be to you, or what if this happens, or what if that happens. All these different scenarios that you run through your mind that will never happen, never actually happen. But to you, they are as real as what you're doing right this second. And they become part of your consciousness, which eventually goes into your subconscious. And now you are having subconscious negative thoughts trigger your everyday habits that keep you stuck. And so I'm telling you that procrastination affects everybody. It's just how you deal with it and how you counteract the effects of what procrastination is trying to do. It's trying to prevent us, it's trying to immobilize us from taking massive action in an activity that will yield amazing results. See, any kind of activity, if you were a farmer and you knew that you had to sell your crops, I mean, you had to harvest your crops in order to sell them to make money, and you knew that if you didn't start off by, tilling the soil, planting seeds, watering, I mean, there's a lot of effort. And you think of all the things that you have to do in order to have a high yield that you can sell and make a lot of money. If you don't take action, if you procrastinate, you will miss out because you only have a small window. Now, fortunately, if you're hearing this or watching this or listening to this or paying attention to this, then you probably are thinking, how can I overcome my weakness if it is procrastination, or if you put too much emphasis on the pain to take action versus the pleasure of taking action. See, by taking action, what you're really doing is if you take massive action now, you will generate an amazing result. And I always like to say, show me an opportunity that I can now start putting this into practice. Challenge yourself and see if you are one of those people that will take action if you had an opportunity presented to you. So what if there was an opportunity that would be able to take you where you are now, even if it's just a side hustle? So you can add an extra $2, $3, $4, $5, $10,000 a month side hustle while you're doing your main gig, whatever that is, whatever your job is, 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week. There's always an hour or two that you could carve out that you could work a side hustle, especially if it was online, that you could do it online. And that's what I'm here to tell you. There is a side hustle where the opportunity is ripe for pickings. I mean, it is such a perfect timing right now to take advantage of this, because two things will happen. You'll find people who are in pain physically, their health is deteriorating, whether it's of age, there's more 50-year-olds and older living today than ever before. There is one opportunity right there. If you have a particular niche or product that can help reverse and eliminate health problems, eliminate pain, reverse aging, anti-aging, make it so that people can get their youth back even if they're in their 70s and 80s and older. So that is a huge audience of people that you can go and tap into, right? So that's an opportunity. And then there's the opportunity of people looking to add an extra income that are unhappy with the income that they're generating and are looking to add a side hustle, which could eventually replace their main job, which they hate because they hate the people they're with, or they hate the work they're doing, they're not passionate, and they don't have any time freedom. So the opportunity is really great. And so this is how to get more information on that opportunity. Let's see here. Okay, we have Vesna. Hey, Vesna. Vesna's from Italy. All right, Vesna. Great to see you on here. Let's see. Vesna says, let's see. Yes, that is so wonderful. Yes, it is. It is wonderful. Hey, Vesna, great that you could join a little bit and watch a little bit. All the way from Italy. Wow, that's amazing, Vesna. You're like 6 hours. What is it? It's like almost 9:45 over there. It's what is it? 3:45, 9:45. Yeah. So thank you for your comment, Vesna. That's absolutely correct. Yes. So Part of what I wanted to share today is if you are interested and you want more information, this opportunity is still wide open. It is a wide open opportunity. Just go to Forever Young X39, Forever Young X39, because there are so many amazing results with this X39. I'm not going to go into much more. If you're interested in the opportunity that could change by adding a side hustle, could change not just your financial situation, but in your health, but it really could free up a lot of time, because this opportunity will result in having passive residual income, meaning that whether you're sleeping or whether you're awake, you are earning an income. And that, my friends, is exciting, because who wouldn't love to have income coming in every week? Whether you work an hour, 5 hours, 10 hours, or more, you have income coming in. But you have to start. So Forever Young X39, that is it. Think seriously about your situation. Think seriously about procrastination and why many people are being affected negatively because of procrastination, because that is causing people to miss out on a whole different way of living. And your life could be so much, you could have more joy, more fulfillment, more happiness, more time freedom, more health, more energy, and attracting, birds of a feather, they say, flock together. So if you hang out with procrastinators, you obviously will continue to be a procrastinator. But once you change, you have to break free from that flock of birds and start flocking with a different set of birds, maybe some multiple 6 and 7 figure income earner birds, right? How would you like to hang out with millionaires? How would you like to hang out with people like the Tony Robbins, like the Grant Cardones, like the Frank Kerns, like the Ed Milets, like the Tom Billius, like the Eric Worres, right? Names that mean that they have succeeded. They've hit amazing levels of financial freedoms for themselves and helping many others do the same thing. So make a choice, decide, continue to procrastinate, continue to live in fear, continue to have the pain affect your life, affect your income, affect your health, or make a change today. Make a change today, guys. Forever Young X39. Looking forward to my outro, because I love this outro song. So I'm going to end with this, and here we go. Thanks, guys. Thanks for listening.
I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever? Forever. Some are like water, some are like the heat. Some are a melody and some are the beat. Sooner